Hello and welcome to TechEd LLC. We're going to be taking a look at the scroll saw today in this lesson. And what we can see is the scroll saw is used in a lot of shops for a couple of reasons. It's really easy to use and it's great for beginners. Some of the basic rules that you should know before using the scroll saw would be to always have your sleeves pulled up, safety glasses on, and always keep your fingers clear of any moving parts. Using the saw itself is pretty easy. When you're cutting, you have to make sure that you're applying some downward pressure on the board. In other words, you're holding the board to the table. The blade likes to go up and down. Well, when the blade comes up, it actually wants to lift the board off of the table, and that can cause it to chatter up and down. So always make sure you put some downward pressure. There is a shoe that should be placed just enough so it's pressing down on that board as well. Typically the shoe isn't enough to always hold it, so you have to apply the pressure with your hands. It is actually difficult to cut a straight line on a scroll saw unless it's got a brand new blade on it and is set up quite accurately. It's easy to make curved cuts. To make a curved cut, all you need to do is turn the piece while pushing on it, and it has to be while you're pushing. You can't push side to side on the workpiece or you'll bend the blade, which overheats that blade, and then it can cause it to break. So if you want to make a curved cut, you twist while you're pushing forward. And it makes sense because there's only teeth on the front side of the blade.
We're going to make a relief cut by first cutting down this line and then backing out completely. Make sure your safety glasses are on, turn it on, let it come up to speed, make your cut. The next thing I'm going to do is come down this and then come back out about halfway. Now I'm going to make a turn and follow my line until I get to this corner here. Next I can finish removing the rest of the material by cutting this line.
Changing the blade in the newer machines is quite easy in comparison to the old machines. The new machines hold on to the blade with tension, and they use blades that have pins in them. These pins are anchored into these little blocks, as you can see. To put a new blade into a scroll saw, you insert the new blade through the throat, and then you hook the pins onto the bottom arm. Then you hook the pins onto the top arm. The last thing that you need to do is to reapply the tension onto the blade, so you need to kind of pull on that. And you can do this in a couple different ways depending on your machine. Normally it's just flipping a lever.